Okay, everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. As always, I appreciate you checking out another great, fantastic, scarce toy. And before we get into it, there's two things, the housekeeping duties. Number one, please subscribe if you're on this channel and you haven't already. It's the way we build some momentum and get these items out there so other people can find them. And secondly, get yourself comfortable, slide up in your favorite chair, grab that mouse in your right or left hand, depending on your dexterity, and scroll through your other stuff, coffee in hand, snack in hand, and let's get ready and cozy to check out an amazingly rare toy. And before I got this, the only example that I was aware of was in Kitahara's book. And by the way, as I mentioned other channels and websites, the Kitahara collection is absolutely amazing. You guys should definitely check it out. If you haven't been able to find it or weren't aware of it, let me know and I'll put a link, either this video or, well, yeah, I'll add the video to this, even if I have to retroactively go back and add it. So that's another one of the sites you should definitely, or YouTube channels at least, that you should definitely be subscribed to. But anyway, he had what I would classify as a less than stellar example with no box. Now, there are some countries where things aren't as condition sensitive. And Japan, in many cases, collectors there aren't as condition sensitive as we are here in the States, and maybe Europe as well. So anyway, let's look at this box, which heretofore was never really displayed anywhere. And I was told that there's a Japanese version of this box. I haven't seen it, but somebody that was at a museum in Japan saw it. So what do we have here? It's a label box. The rest of it looks like a shoe box. Could be like a kid's shoe box. You never know. 5419. What does that mean? What does 5419 mean? And here is Old Boy. Now, what kind of sport is this? He's clearly at a stadium event there. And by the way, this is the CK logo, the nice pre-war logo. You can see here, made in Japan. So this is like a really puzzling toy to me because he's got like a football helmet on. He's playing soccer and it's got a basketball hoop. So I guess this is a hybrid toy of sorts. Maybe it was this event or this sporting event. Maybe it was something at an amusement park. Now, some of you might come back and say, what are you, an idiot? Didn't you know there was foot kick basketball going on back then? You might be right. I have no idea if that was going on or not. But anyway, as for the toy, it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. It's got planes, trains, and automobiles. Well, it's got trains and automobiles, look, and motorcycles. And you know what's really, really cool is that they're the 1930s, 20s. Man, how awesome is that? Look, a trolley car. There's some people running away from the madness. They're like, either they're running to get their seats or they're saying, this is the craziest sport. We can't handle it. Now, look at the lithography on this track here, this ramp. It's so beautiful. Really reminiscent of the early toys. And then you got this frame here, this girder that has all the rivets lithographed on there, which is another cool thing. And there's the people coming in to the event or something. And look, they have a dog too, a dog named Spot. I'm assuming that is the dog's name. Keep in mind, this is like 100 years old. This condition is unbelievable. And then you got this beautifully lithographed man here. And he's got some kind of insignia here. It looks like the Japanese flag, really. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of like an Olympic sporting event of sorts. And maybe I just don't know my sports. Now here's the back of this thing. Oh, let me get it a little clear. The other thing I noticed here, believe it or not, these colors, let me see if I can get it on here. This color, these colors, this is like the Lilliput toys. The Lilliput robots colors. So I've seen this like weird yellowy mustard color on a lot of the pre-war toys, and that must have been the dominant pigment back then. And so I don't knock this ball over. Let's see. Here's the mechanism under here. Really cool. And it's got like a gold finish. Get this out of the way. You can see here, it looks like somebody spot welded that. It could have been a repair job. Who knows? But anyway, that's the toy. So what are we going to do? We're going to wind them up and try to do it. I'll have to do it off camera. And, you know, I'm going to have to take the ball out and then put it back in. Actually, I could do it on camera. Man, how cool was that? Granted, he didn't make a basket, but you know what? And if he would have made a basket, I'm guessing it would have popped up and hit the bell, maybe, made the bell sound. Let's see if we could put it in the basket. So why didn't he make a basket? My guess is that the springs and tension after 100 years, it's still going. No, it didn't hit the bell. So I'm trying to figure out what would make this, the only way the bell's going to sound, let's see. If it was angled that way and it popped, is that it? Let's try one more time. Woo! Look at that. I gotta try it again. Woo! Yes! It was worth it. He made a basket. Why the bell didn't sound? I'm just trying to get it unwound now. Look at that. He's stronger now. Oh, 2. Yes, awesome. See, my audience, you got to see this over 100-year-old toy perform flawlessly. How awesome was that? A toy that maybe nobody on the planet has the box, at least the English box, and certainly not in the United States. So let me know what you think. Man, that was impressive. I'll see if he's got any juice left in him. Yeah. I like to get them unwound because when I pack them, I don't want to feel like they're coming to life like Toy Story, and all of a sudden I hear like brrr. And that's your old boy, man. That is unreal. I still have to try to figure out how that bell, you know, maybe there might have been some kind of arm that struck the bell. I'll have to like dig into that a little more, but I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. Are you into these cool pre-war toys too? I mean, I know most of the audience likes the robot and space toys primarily, but I've never really asked, what's your preference? You know, leave it in the remarks. I'd like to know, do you like the character toys? Do you like the battery toys? Just pre-war stuff? Obviously, robots, space, monster, you know, whatever the genre is that you prefer. I'd like to know, you know, what my audience is thinking. And with that, if you like it, don't forget to thumb it up. And again, don't forget to subscribe. That's the most important thing you can do. And share the videos too. Share them on other platforms if you can. Maybe you could tell your BitChute friends, hey man, this channel's got the coolest crap I've ever seen. Or you could, you know, if you're on Odyssey, you're one of the 7 followers, you know, spread the word there, because that platform is like so tough to unravel. For me anyway, maybe enough for other people. With that, thanks again. I always appreciate your time. And I will talk to you later.